Hey guys, I'm going to just show you how to create a background for your Bitmoji classroom that looks kind of like this. I won't go into as many details as I did with this one. We can talk about that in person if you want, how to get it, all this stuff in there. But we're just going to do some basic things. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that I always open it online, but I prefer to work in the desktop app. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to keep this open for later, but I'm going to go ahead and open the desktop app for now. Okay, so you see it's the exact same. So since we're going to start with a new slide, I go up to new slide, and again, just this is because of me. I'm a little bit nuts. I am not going to add any of these new slides that already have text boxes in them. I'm just going to start with a blank slate. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to find some kind of a background that looks like a classroom. Okay, and I'm going to right click on my slide, and I'm actually going to format a background. I'm going to find something that looks like a classroom, and I'm going to set it as a background. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I could insert a picture and then fill it, but when I do that, then I'm always going to have that picture, and anytime I click on it, I can move it. So I'd rather have something static that I can't move. So I'm going to come down here to picture, and I don't know why, but I always get this lovely linen thing. I feel like I may have chosen that at some point, although I don't know why I would have. So I'm going to go, I have my own pictures that I've created that are just blank backgrounds, but I'm going to go to online pictures and see what's available there. Let me get a Bing search. Okay, so you can search a couple different things. I'm going to try wall, floor, background. And see what we get. Ooh, lovely. So we have some nice choices here. You can go with a wooden floor with a blue wall, a wooden floor with a little pink wall. We can get a wooden floor with cinder block wall. I think I'm going to choose that one. So this is going to be the background for our classroom. And again, you notice that I can't move anything. Okay, so I'm just going to show you that my final version is also the entire slide is the background. I can't move anything. But if I scroll down to an earlier version, each of these items is separate and they can move. And we don't want that. We want to be able to click anywhere on the slide and not move anything. I'm going to keep this little plant here. He's cute. So the first thing I want to start doing is populating my Bitmoji classroom. So again, I'm going to look for pictures, but this time I am just going to use the regular insert pictures. So the key to this part is that I want to find pictures that are transparent so they don't come out as white blocks with a picture in front of them. Okay, so transparent, desk. All right, and just so you know, I could type transparent desk like I did, or I could just look for a desk, and then I can go down here and I can choose transparent to tell it that I only want ones that are transparent. Look, we've got a perfect desk here with a little desktop on it, so I'm going to just go ahead and choose that one. All right, and I hate this. I'm going to click out of that, and I am going to resize my little desky so that it's more appropriate size. Okay, so that looks like a half decent size. At this point, I might want to go ahead and choose a Bitmoji just so that I can figure out scale, but I'm not going to do that because I just want to get this part all done. So I'll figure out my Bitmoji later. I want to add a whiteboard here, so I suppose I could search for a whiteboard, or I can just create one. So let's just go to shapes, and we're going to go to a rectangle, and I'm just going to add a rectangle here. All right, so that can be my whiteboard. I'm going to make it white, and I'm going to give it an outline that's black, and that's 6 points. Okay, so again, this is not static, so you can move it, you can change the size. I'm going to keep it a little bit on the larger size because this is where I'm actually going to post links when I create my classroom and I insert it into my Schoology. So I'm going to try and add one more thing, and then I'm going to move on. A quote maybe? Okay, so that's kind of cute, and it kind of matches the color theme in my room. So I don't like the way this is on top of the computer, so I am going to send this. We all know how to do that, right? Send it to the back. It's not working. Oh, it's over here. Send it back. Okay, so now I have my basic layout for my room. All right, now I can add anything else that I want at any point, but if I'm happy with the way this looks, I'm not sure I love this actually, but I'm going to keep it just for the sake of brevity. So now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and create a picture, a JPEG out of this, so that I can insert this entire thing as a background, and then every time I want to play with my Bitmoji, or if I want to add links, I don't have to worry about accidentally clicking on the picture and moving things around. So I'm going to go down to my little handy dandy snipping tool, create a new snip, and actually create and save up this picture of this background. Okay, so it says capture. I'm going to call it capture 4 because I don't know how many captures I already have. Doesn't matter where I save it as long as I remember where I saved it, and I think it was in downloads. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint, and it sounds silly, but I'm going to get rid of all these things. Okay, doesn't matter if this is here because I'm going to replace the entire background. So now I am going to format background. I'm going to go back to my picture. Okay, I'm going to insert from a file, and then I am going to, like I said, I think, should have paid attention. Nope. Nope. Didn't pay attention. I think it's in here. Here. Okay, now I inserted, it looks exactly like what I had before, but it's actually inserted as a background, which means now I can't accidentally move any of these things around. Okay, so that's the first step to creating your actual Bitmoji classroom. Now I want to add my Bitmoji, and that's the reason that I left my up, browser version up. So now I'm going to resume editing here. And you see, I have the exact same, and it's the version where I can't move these things. So it's exactly the same as what I was just working on. Right, so now this is the tricky part. If you don't have your Bitmoji installed in your extensions, you have to go ahead and do that. I'll talk about that to you later if you don't know how to do that. We're going to assume that you have it. So I just go into my Bitmoji, and then I am going to look for a school one. So this one's kind of handy. Oops, I have to copy it. I always forget that. And then I have to paste it in here. And it's the stupid. Alright, so now I have pretending that I have giant books on my floor, and I'm sitting on my books in my classroom reading to my kids. Okay, so now that's my Bitmoji guy in my classroom. Alright, so that's the first step. I'm going to end this one here, and I'll pick up on another one where I talk about adding Bitmoji to your Chrome, the extension, and talk about adding links to this page. Okay. All right. I hope this helped somebody. Talk to you guys later.